What's up, YouTube? Pengor321 here. I just thought I'd share the new ban list with you. I'm pretty sure most of you have already seen it from either Vexicus or MCool40 or somebody's channel if you didn't just see it on the website originally. But I thought I'd just show like what I think of the list and everything. Like the main thing we have changing is Goyo Guardian going to 1, which it's going to be game changing for sure, but it's not going to be like the biggest game breaking thing in the world. Especially since we have both Dimensional Prison and Mirror Force going to 3. So that is one thing that happened. The actual changes itself, we have Goyo Guardian going to 1, Geargiagear going to 1, Magician of Faith going to 2, Formula Synchron going from 1 to 2, Reinforcement of the Army going to 2, and then, like I said before, Mirror Force and Dimensional Prison going to 3. I don't think too much is going to change overall. I think Geargiagear will still be a really good, solid deck. It just won't have the sacky triple Geargiagear plays that it had before. Like you can just summon Geargianos at will with Trap Rabbit. So that won't be a thing. It'll be a one of in the deck. They can only do it once if they decide to go that way, which means Geargias will probably drop, I'm guessing, the regular Geargiano. It'll have to drop 2 gears, and they can easily just put traps like the extra Mirror Force or D Prisons or something in there. So that'll still be a good solid deck as it was before Geargiagear's release. I think the biggest hyped change that happened was I'm thinking to myself, Goyo Guardian coming back to 1. I don't think it's going to be too game breaking. A lot of decks are definitely going to benefit from it, myself being, since I'm running that Soulfire deck that I had shared the video of before, which if you haven't seen that yet, go ahead and check that out. I don't think it's going to change too much. Like I said, like it's a 2800 level 6. It's a really good solid card, but I don't think it's going to be game breaking. There aren't a whole lot of decks that are going to go into it overall. Like Mermails can make it if you run the Diva and decide to sync with Dragoons, or if you want to sync with Gen X controller. Like I think that's one way to do it. Overall, like my deck, I can just crane into some tuner to do it, but my deck has its own other problems. I just have fun playing it. It's whatever. But yeah, Magician of Faith going to 2. I don't think that's going to change too much. We didn't even notice really that it went from banned to 1 anyways, outside of Spellbooks running it at the beginning of the format, and at that point it kind of just fell out of play anyway, and it's just Magician of Faith. I mean, I think it's just too slow for the format. Formula Synchron coming back to 2. That's pretty cool. I think it was long overdue anyway. There aren't a whole lot of decks that can make it, especially with Formula Monarchs not being a deck anymore since Fishborg Blaster is banned. So it will help plants a little bit. I don't think it's going to change too much overall, though. I think the biggest change as far as like what's going to be ran in decks is Reinforcement of the Army going to 2. Road is pretty good. Searches, like it helps my deck. I can search Spell Striker and Soulfire. Samurais, obvious things like that. Heroes get a boost, which means Stratos is probably never going to come back if this stays at 2. You know, just things like that. The Stella Knight's coming out, so I expect Rotor to see a lot of play overall. Mirror Force and D Prison, I mean, they're at 3. Not a whole lot of people were running them this format anyway that I was noticing, and it wasn't anything that was like game changing by any means, so it's more than fine. I think if anybody's running in this format, I don't know if they're going to run 3, as stun decks might, but overall I think they'd still just be a 2 of in the decks anyway. I know that's all that I plan on doing in most things that I plan on building. It's going to be like 2 Mirror Force, and if I decide to run D Prison, it would be 2 D Prisons anyway, so that wouldn't be anything too game changing. But that's the list. I don't think it's anything too major. It didn't really change a whole lot up. A lot of people were expecting to see other things get banned. Like I've seen like the people predicting the Elemental Dragons to get banned, people predicting Trishula and all that coming back, just game-changing things like that. And Trishula could probably come back, but that's another story for another time. But tell me what you guys think of the new list. Like, let me just repeat it one more time. Limited list, Goyo Guardian to 1, Geargiagear to 1, Semi-Limit, Magician of Faith, Formula Synchron, Reinforcement of the Army, and going to 3, Mirror Force and Dimensional Prison. So yeah, like I said, just go ahead and tell me what you guys think. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll probably, like I said, I'm going to try to get some more deck videos of some of my locals that'll be at the WCQ next week. I'm going to try to get a vlog done of that, so expect more videos coming, but thanks for watching, everybody.